and I have thus far been unsuccessful. However, but due to the current Halloween event, I'm able to actually get to the boss fight, which is kind of hard. I did not expect it to be so hard, honestly. Like, I got all my skills maxed out, so that's also a plus, especially with the new perk they got. With the new perk that they have, it's mainly to give your slides, like when you run and slide, pretty much your attack speed. However, when you get it maxed out, it makes it so you cannot blow yourself up, which is perfect because the Ring of Fire along with Elemental Pop, if you use both, you have a high chance of accidentally killing yourself. And plus, with me trying to unlock the skin I'm trying to unlock, I mean, I need to use my rocket launcher anyway. I mean, I done pretty much collected the skins I needed for my launcher set. But the only reason I'm still using it is because with how everything is set up, it makes it so much easier to breeze through the stage with a rocket launcher. And because I got all my skills maxed out, like, I have a high chance of not having to reload my rocket launcher a lot. So like, I could literally, you know, with the game variables, basically shoot my whole entire clip of rocket launchers without having to reload, which is like awesome. Especially how easily you get surrounded. And because it got a Halloween event, like, I got to kill these pumpkin heads. And then, as you seen earlier, when I get an X amount of pumpkin heads, that's when a pumpkin head will pop out, and it'll contain like a weapon upgrade to upgrade my rarity of the weapon.
They are dead.
Because for those that don't know, the higher the rarity, the more damage it does. And then it also drops Pack-a-Punch.
Your final act was merely to fall.
Pack-a-Punch chalices, cups basically. That Pack-a-Punch your weapon for you. I mean, because of the event, they reduced the starting score from 1,000 to 500. But that's all fine and dandy because they Pack-a-Punch some weapons for me. So, which makes doing any Easter egg a breeze. So once I get done with this one, hopefully I actually beat it this time, I am going to attempt the Forsaken Easter egg. A lot of people have already beaten it, most likely. You know, you got your select players that team up and beat it, but a lot of people don't play through the stages as quickly as possible versus trying to accumulate as many points as possible, which, you know, depending on your play style, either or works. But me, myself, I try to max out my points as much as humanly possible, which is why I kind of draw out the first, depending on how the game goes, the first anywhere between 5 to 9 rounds I try to drag out. So that way I can get as many points as possible to open as many doors as possible, as quickly as possible. That way I can get what I need to be able to smoothly progress throughout the game. So that's basically what I'm doing here these first 5 rounds. Which majority of the time when I broadcast, they normally pop out bonus points, or as you seen earlier, like a nuke or a double score earlier than they normally do. So we're just gonna see how that goes. And if they just so happen to do that, then nobody that watches these videos will have to sit to the time-consuming process of gathering points. Oh, that was just ammo. That's what I do. I like to max out my points. Now, because I recently just maxed out the final perk that they added, I try to get that one first, because it basically turns you into a kamikaze. Like, you can sit there and literally hold a grenade and not worry about killing yourself. Like, you can do artillery strike and not worry about killing yourself, because artillery strikes is one of the main things that like will kill you, along with your grenades and rocket launchers, quite naturally flammable. So if you throw a Molotov cocktail or you drop a napalm strike, you're gonna die. So it's best to try to avoid flammable, pretty much flammable equipment. That's why after I acquire it, I try to keep my grenades, because most of the time I was hooked on tomahawks, because, like, you know, they are retrievable, and from what I've seen, that's one of the most dropped items. So I try to keep a tomahawk, but because of this new perk, like, I'm all about running through Cosme with the grenades. So, like, depending on what weapon you're using or score streak you're using, you can still use your weapon and throw your grenade. So I'll sit there and hold my grenade in my hand and still shoot. And which works perfectly with how my rocket launcher is set up, because I don't always have to reload. Now, the only thing with my rocket launchers that I've just recently realized is, well, I kind of already knew, but when I actually looked, I realized that my RPG is stronger, but even when I pack a punch it, it still carries less ammo than the other launcher. I forget the name of the other launcher, but it's pretty much the one you can lock on. So, I mean, that's a downside, less ammo, but that's how these games work anyway. The stronger the gun, 99% of the time, less ammo. You know, if I don't pass it this round, what I'm gonna try to do is use the Dragonfire pistols, I call them, even though they're basically just a sawed-off shotgun, basically. But they got in the pistol section, and I got that one, everything unlocked for that. So if I can't beat it this time with my RPG, I'm gonna try it with my shotgun pistols to see how far we get. Because with this event, how they got it set up, like, I mean, bro, the pumpkins that pop out, they might just pop out the one weapon that's on the game, or they might pop out the ray gun. Like, either which way it goes, they're gonna pop out something that you need, most likely. The only downsides about that is when you got 3 guns and you're trying to hurry up and switch between them, while trying not to die by zombies. Kind of makes it a little difficult. And unlike every other thing that I've seen, oh man, they would pop out a score multiplier right now. When it pops out like a wonder weapon or the ray gun, it normally stays there for quite some time. And when I say quite some time, like when it dropped the wonder weapon, like 6 rounds went away, went through before I realized it disappeared. So, come on, hurry up. Alright. So, go ahead and get it so I can't get hurt by my own grenades. And that's another thing it does. Excuse me. That's another thing it does when you get it maxed out. It makes it so if you're high enough when you hit the ground, it causes a smaller explosion. And combine that with elemental pop and stamina up if you have it maxed out, so that way you don't get hurt when you hit the ground. I mean, it's pretty much a no-lose situation. Which is why how they got it set up now, I try to get all my perks first, because like what I'm seeing is the longer it takes me to upgrade claws to the robot, you know, it's gonna cause some serious problems. Like, it'd be real serious problems. See, look, they're gonna pack a punch chalice. So instead of like trying to do, I might do the what you call that, the trials, just to see. Let's see, 253. I need 35 next. Yeah, I'm gonna start some trials and see what happens. Hopefully they give me the wonder weapon before I actually need it. Remain in the alley. I never unlocked that, so I gotta take a little shortcut. Well, the roundabout way. So, go ahead and get to this here alley. Now my next 2 perks I most likely will get quite naturally. It would be Mule Kick, so that way I get my 3 guns, and Fast Hands, so that way I can reload faster. Plus, like I stated in my other videos, like when you get Mule Kick maxed out, it makes it so any weapon that you're not using is automatically getting reload while you're not using it. And for wonder weapons, from what I've seen, it reloads it even when you have it out. So as long as you're not shooting it, it's going to reload the wonder weapons at least. But with this in particular wonder weapon, I guess it depends on which variation of the wonder weapon you're using. Before I do that, let's get a little extra points. Because see, normally here, I would have been going through and keeping at least 1 zombie alive and redoing all the windows and stuff. But quite naturally, that takes like way too long. So what I'm doing now is just pretty much trying to hurry up and get the wonder weapon, which it looks like they're not going to give it to me right now. I have no choice but to wait till round 10. Now I can go ahead and kill the disciple that's up there and go ahead and get and I did the wrong thing. And go ahead and get Brain Riot, and you know, go ahead and collect Colossus arms. However, around about sometimes, depending on how I feel about my score at the moment, is I like to use the disciple to kill the big old robot dude. Because I learned that if you wait until the robot dude comes and then kill the disciple, When Disciple clears the stage, he also clears the big robot. Another thing that you can do is you can collect all but one piece of the Easter Bunny. I said Easter Bunny, but pretty much the Toy Bunny's Easter egg pieces. Collect all but one, and then wait until the big robot dude is on screen, and then collect the last piece. In which case, when they teleport you, they also automatically kill him, which works. But I haven't paid much attention to whether or not you get the score. So as long as you're not worried about score, that's one way to do it. Depends on who you're playing with team wise. You know, you can do it that way. Get my grenades. And from what I've seen, you don't necessarily have to kill the zombies in order to get a pumpkin to pop out. You know what? No. The next thing I will collect perk-wise would be Death Perception. Right? Nope, that's Death Shot Decker. Yeah, Death Perception. That way I can see, because outside of the jack-o'-lanterns you see me pick up, outside of that, there's random chests that they just put in random spots. I still have not figured out how that goes. But they put random chests out that normally contain score screens for the most part. So instead of waiting until they give me something to be able to see them with, I am going to go ahead and get the perk that lets me see valuable things to the walls.
To the grave with you.
And then I collect the satellite. Oh, okay, I already did collect the satellite. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and open that door to make it easier for me later. I really didn't want to waste it.
Explosions. Is that the extent of
But you got to do what you got to do. I need what? Yep. Another. And you know what? I just remembered, because of the update, because I don't remember if it was originally doing that, because I never actually tried. But how they got the update set up, you can, once you unlock Claws, the robot dude that's on your team, like, you can, even on playing solo, you can add money towards him after to get him on. Like, it costs 2,000 to activate him at any given time once he's done recharging. But instead of having to pay the whole 200, if you don't have it, you know, quite naturally they'll take whatever money you do have. But like, if you have 100, you can put 100 there, wait till you get a couple more 100, and then do it that way. Which, once I unlock him and activate him, I might just actually do it that way, so that way I don't have to necessarily worry about paying 2,000 at one large sum. That 2,000 hurts you. I mean, getting all these perks kind of hurt you too, but I mean, you kind of need those. I forgot all that ammo.
Now rest in peace.
How about I need my... And I do like the... Oh, there we go. Ammo. That's why I like gun mule kit too. Once you max it out, or it's at one of the levels that it makes enemies drop ammo, and then they give me ammo right there. Okay, where's that? They do give you extra points, as you see, for taking out the pumpkin heads. Alright, we upgraded this. Move to the side.
Learn from your better.
Damn, I did not want to kill the last zombie. You know what? It's cool. It's all cool. It's all cool. Why? Because they gave me a hand cannon. Nothing to put this hand cannon all inside this robot's chest. So it's all good. As soon as Alphonse, there he goes. That's why I call him Alphonse. Steps around the corner. I'm gonna feed some zombies, and I'm gonna put this hand cannon all in his chest. There we go. Problem solved. Alright, are you gonna give me? Nope, you gave me dead wire, but that works. Already got dead wire on that. Okay, cool. Oh, and you gave me the ray gun. That's so nice. Alright. And let's go ahead and wipe out this disciple. And like I said, when I first started playing this, like the Reaper Shroud, the one that makes you go invisible, was literally my all-time favorite perk. And I thought it was the best one. But how foolish was I? Because this little frost thing, frost blast, listen, that's more of a lifesaver than the Aretha Shroud. Cause like seriously, there's a lot of situations that the game put me in that, yeah, I could have used the Aretha Shroud to get out of it, because I turned invisible for I think like anywhere between 20 to 45 seconds or something crazy like that. I turn invisible and I move super fast, and then my gun, whatever gun I'm holding, is automatically reloaded. However, that frost blast, like, yeah, it freezes whatever around you, but anything, I'll say, within arm's reach of your character, you know, as long as it's not an HVT, high value target, as long as it's not one of those, it basically automatically dies. Now, if it is a high value target, besides the little robot dude that's indigenous to this stage, they freeze. Now, anything else, as I was saying, they die automatically, and anything caught in, I'll give it like a 3 to 5 second window of the blast radius, is frozen solid. And see, look, there's one of the chests. It's frozen solid, and they also are one hit kill. So now one thing I got to do is go wake up the little robot dude. Boom, wake him. And see, the only reason why I say that this event has helped me out with it is because, honestly, I save so much essence and a lot of time by not having to worry about purchasing pack-a-punches. Like, that was the killer right there. But then at the same time, you know, I also started off with 1,000, so like, that was no problem, as long as I had a good starting weapon. Come on, move, huh? But either way it goes, I just got to get him here. Now, what I did come to realize, though, is all the steps that are in an Easter egg that people say that you have to do in a certain order, I've learned that, one, you don't have to do in a certain order, quite naturally. And two, not all of the steps are required to actually complete the Easter egg. I mean, this is one of those few Easter eggs and that I've seen personally when it comes to Call of Duty, that has steps in it that's not 100% required. Quite naturally, there are steps that are 100% required. Like for instance, the cosmic disc one, like that's not 100% required to do the Easter egg. A lot of people choose to do that. Once I figured out that was not required, I no longer do it. That's just a waste of time. Higher elevation. This is the worst stage to do higher elevation on. Especially when you got Klaus out. Because he takes up your tactical equipment. So that kind of sucks.
Evac window gone.
Alright, we're gone. Cool.
No battery. Just when I was beginning to enjoy myself.
Alright. Down below. Oh, that one kind of blasted me with a fire.
Activating decoy.
Come on, need more zombies on them.
Decoy out. Decoy did its work. They are dead.
And because of this event, there's literally spots throughout this entire stage now where zombies, not all of them, but some of them, cannot see you. It's weird. It trips me out. Like I literally had and watched there like 20 zombies go around in a circle. You keep giving me dead wire. I already got freaking dead wire. Alright, apartment rooftop. And my pinky's going to sleep with my moving hand. So, I'm going to get ready to play some music just to drown out the sound of the AC. After a while, I'm going to end up eventually turning the AC off. I'll come back and get that later. So that way, oh, I ain't got to get later. There's nothing right there. For anybody that's listening, can hear me better. Oh, we got artillery strike. I'm going to go ahead and activate that. Boom. I ain't got to fear that no more. Get that back. Get that. Let's see what you got for me. Some more armor. And another pack of punch. Oh, insta-kill. Feel like something was crawling on me. Alright, well since I have what I need from there, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Why not? I'm gonna be greedy. Oh, I'm gonna upgrade that as far as I can upgrade it. Give me some more armor. And boom. Oh, napalm blast. You know what? I would put that on my pistol for the time being. Alright. Oh, and then they also added more Klaus's activation stations, which is like amazing. I mean, even before the upgrade, I mean the what the hell you call that? Pretty much, yeah, the upgrade went through completely. I had discovered that I discovered two I didn't even know existed. So, I mean, kind of works out. Ray gun. And see, now that I got that last perk maxed out, bro, like, listen, I'm blowing up everything, as you can see. Like, I don't even worry about aiming. I don't worry about nothing. I can sit here and hold my grenade in my hand and then watch it go boom. It didn't go boom. Oh, it did go boom. You ain't got to worry about it. See, man, like that is amazing. Update, that's the word I was looking for. But bro, some of them are worth it, some of them are worth the wait. I'm gonna make sure he stay right there. Don't let nothing get past you. Go ahead and let him kill what he needs to kill. So when it's time to upgrade him, I can go ahead and upgrade him. I ain't gotta worry about that. And I actually, like, it has nothing to do with the event, but because of it, excuse me, I did find a neat and cool way, especially when playing solo or even when not playing solo, to do Klaus's upgrade without having to necessarily, like, it makes it easier and harder at the same time. I will show you in due time, because I know some people, if anybody else is watching this, the first thing they're going to say is, how can you make it easier and harder at the same time? Well, if you would have stayed in school, you would not have to ask that question. But because you didn't, I have to now show and tell and explain. I mean, I was going to do it anyway. Now I got to do it more in depth, because some people dropped out in like the 6th grade, and that's all they wanted to do. Let me go ahead and mess this robot up, because you're getting on my nerves already. Okay, freeze everything else around me. Boom. Hit a couple rockets to the face. Alright, let's wipe everything else out. Oh, come on, give me legendary. Oh, I'm already at legendary, that's why. Alright. Got that all out of the way. Oh, and my battery is dying for me. Well, not my battery is dying for the game, but my speaker's dying. So, I guess here in a second, that was 6. So here in a second, I'm just gonna kind of just turn the AC off, so that way people can hear better. Not that anybody is actually listening. Hey bro, I'm talking here. 21. And you know, I used to write all this down, and well, I used to write it down for 2 reasons. One, just because I got hemmed up and I forgot. And 2, to try to figure out a pattern, because even though a game may have random variables, it has a random variable setting to spawn certain numbers with certain numbers all the time. But then, 1, I lost my pen and pad, and then 2, I remembered, and I can't believe I forgot, as dumb as it sounds, I'm good with numbers. So like, I don't have to write it down. And one thing I like about this, playing solo anyway, I can't remember if that was 35 or 36. Oh, it was 35. Is the simple fact that playing solo, I could have stayed at that safe all day. And like all Call of Duty for him. And once I get all the pieces I need for him, I will turn my dying speaker off, because I'm getting tired of hearing that robot lady's voice, and then turn the AC off so I can be heard better, even though nobody's really listening, and proceed from there. So that's the plan. Oh, where's the radio? Alright, there's one more piece. But I gotta be greedy. I mean, with this event, why not be greedy, right? Alright, can't get that for that one, can't get that for that one, can't get that for that one. Can't upgrade that. Napalm bars. I will give you napalm bars. Doesn't need the last piece.
Low battery.
Listen, lady, you say low battery one more time, I will drown you in a bathtub of water. And like, no matter how early you get the wonder weapon, you cannot get all 3 pieces for the headset until after you turn the power on. It sucks, which means that it sucks, basically. I mean, the earliest I have ever turned the power on since playing is round 2. That has been the earliest I have ever. Oh, you took me down. Okay, that's fine. I should have waited until I had some armor. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did say once I craft that on there, I was gonna turn you off. And since the house is cool now, or the front room, I'll recover the rest of it. Alright, we got that. Listen, you, I need you gone. Thank you. Alright, let me get me some more armor real quick. No, I'm not even gonna worry about getting no more armor. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tough it here and see what happens. That's a waste of resources trying to get armor. Man, I'm starting to get hungry though. So I mean, unless that armor can order me like a cheeseburger or something, I don't need it right now. So what I'm gonna do is I use my last frost. I'm gonna switch that up to my toxic. Make a quick barrier. I got my rocket launcher still. Hurry up and get up here, buddy. Oh, you know, I forgot I still have some of this. Yeah. Alright, number 1 left. Alright. While he's doing that one. I need to go not in a big old circle.
Where are we going? Do you know?
Wherever I tell you. So now, is it weird that when the music and AC was on, I didn't realize how hungry I was? But now that the music and the AC is off, it's like, wow, I was hungry. Listen, I need you to get right there.
Sorry, I meant to say, sure thing.
This is the quickest way to level up Klaus. I mean, because as you can see, he just murdered a whole bunch of zombies. He's still smearing them over there. Geronimo and grenade while you're down. Boom. Yeah, combo move.
I'm sorry. I feel a little bit tired.
Come on, what do we got in store here? Oh, what's this? Almost missed that.
You'll kill many enemies with this. right.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, this will work.
We got. Oh. Oh, okay. Now it's time to go get some armor. I hear the big robot dude coming. And his licks do tend to hurt.
War machine going live.
I try to wait until they actually give me that armor upgrade. They will give it to you. Deep Wonder Weapon.
I will celebrate your death.
Oh, and you gave me the piece I needed. Cool.
Your attacks have failed.
I know where's some pumpkin that was over here. Still there. What we got? Oh, I knew they was going to do it. I knew they was going to do it. They always wait till after I require what I need and then give it to me. Alright, not that I need that. What can I use here? That, I'll use that. Don't need that. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and collect the warheads I needed. Well, no, I'm not going to collect the warheads just yet. I'm going to check on his upgrade progress.
We will contain the outbreak zone later.
No, I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to the boss fight, the easiest way to take down the shield is with this here ray gun. Green? Nope, still red. Alright. You know what that means, Klaus? Let's go to work.
Honestly, a Klaus's work is never done. Look at me, running all the way.
Oh, can't use that for that one. There we go. You know, why not? Why not? Let's go with it. Oh no, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I went blind for a second.
Right. Future begins now. Submit or die.
I done got so used to playing music with it that like I almost can't really play the game without music now. That's why I asked for bug spray. I just saw a spider on the couch. Which I'm pretty sure is not the only one, because I know for a fact I got bit by something.
There is an exit. I hope you do not choose it.
Alright, let's check on your progress now. Still not green. You suck. Trying to get done before 30. But I think that's why she was so strong, because I didn't get to her till 30. I might just have to start over and only summon him when I'm inside the what's that, the grocery store, I think it is. Because as you can see, he obviously sucks trying to kill any other means besides lining them all up for him. Tried to shoot too many all at one time. I keep forgetting. It takes priority over interactions versus reloading. Oh, there's one. Boom. You're dead.
Throwing decoy.
XP window expired. Continue the fight.
I never waste ammunition.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I might actually do start this one over. Especially depending on how close he is to actually being upgraded. Cause see what I've been doing to avoid having to use my rocket launcher to do the brain riot. I've been buying as you see the pistols. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just start this over. And since I maxed out everything, I don't necessarily have to worry about it spilling or whatever the case may be. So I will start my broadcast up again in a second.
Appalling, so much I'm not divulging. Been stalling, I think I hear applauding. They're calling.